Our next presentation comes from the WIR Group, the global augmented reality technology driver with presence in Asia, Europe, and the US. Here to tell us how they've become an emerging technology powerhouse is Yasha Chatab, Director of Overseas Development for WIR Group.
All right, how's everybody doing? It's 3:15 and it's a very interesting hour because I'm sure everybody gets really sleepy. I already had my coffee, and how about you? Are you all right? Did all right? Okay, so today I'm gonna start with asking you a question. How many of you use augmented reality in your daily life? Anyone? Are you familiar with augmented reality? Yes? All right, all right. Okay, this is really interesting because what I want to show you is that how we can build an ecosystem of apps and businesses using augmented reality. We're not saying we invented augmented reality. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you, you didn't create fintech, you didn't create telco, but we just work on it and we create something new from it. So let's start with introducing ourselves. So WIR is a group of companies specializing in digital reality. So we can call it digital reality because at one point you're not going to care whether it's augmented reality, virtual reality, or artificial intelligence. You just want to open something and it works, right? So that's what we're aiming for. So we just call it digital reality. We actually started out with branding, and then we go into creative technology. And that's how we actually are able to grow our offerings through that. We've been around since 2009, and we've delivered more than 1,000 projects in 20 countries globally. And we own 5 technology patents under the PCT patents. And and we all started with a shop house in West Jakarta, in Jakarta Barat. I'm originally for Jakarta Selatan. That's why sometimes I speak campur-campur, but the shop house is in West Jakarta. And we've been trusted with all these brands to build mostly B2B projects. So that's our relationship with the business communities and using them for commercial applications. You know what? I only have less than 13 minutes. I'm just going to show you some videos on how we use augmented reality all over the world. Let's start from Nigeria. This is a project we did a couple of years ago for a presidential election. I went there to
the 2015 presidential election in Nigeria is very important for Nigeria and also for Africa. To win the hearts and minds of Nigeria's youth, WIR Group's unit AR&Co was assigned to create a mobile app to support the campaign for presidential candidate Muhammadu Buhari and vice presidential candidate Professor Yemi Osinbajo.
So the problem was this presidential candidate was slightly
Next
older
for Nigeria,
than the competitor.
App for Nigeria's youth.
We are trying to build the image that he's more tech savvy, using the augmented reality app there to reach out to the young voters of Nigeria.
The Next for Nigeria app is downloaded
more than
to Google Play.
10 million voters at that time.
It is activated by scanning the logo of any of the 2 main political parties.
So what happened was, if you open the newspaper and you see an ad of the logo of the political party, and the special message will come out like that. What's interesting is that
the message is delivered using a very unique way for the prospective voters.
It doesn't only show up when
watching the multimedia message,
the political party comes up. If the opposition's logo also shows up,
Next for Nigeria.
it also pops up. So there was no regulations against that, so we did it. It's politics, right?
As a fun feature of the app, the user can also take a picture with the candidates and share them on social media.
This is a fun feature that we do, so you can take a picture with the candidates.
This election campaign that saw the use of augmented reality technology resulted in a landslide win for Buhari and Osinbajo. The pair was sworn into office in May 2015.
And that was me.
In the 6th Augmented
So we
World
also
Expo
won an award in Silicon Valley for this.
Silicon Valley, WIR Group, with its Next for Nigeria app, received the Augie Award for Best Augmented Reality Campaign.
All right, let's stop right there. That is a political campaign use of augmented reality, Sure, it may be a one-time thing. It's not something that you use continually, like everyday app that we use every day. But it created the impact. That's how we work our business, in that sense. Can we do something more commercial? Yes, of course. This is a case study from Christian flag in Dutch lady. It's called Flying Farm.
In the Vietnam
this was done in
milk category,
Vietnam.
Kids have the power. The brand that the kid wants is the brand that eventually
The purpose
gets
is just
born.
commercial.
With
They
milk
just want to sell
brands
more
all
milk.
trying to woo child consumers using yet another collectible or toy, Dutch lady realized that something more needs to be done. What can we do that goes beyond just giving away a freebie? How do we get kids to interact and engage more with our brand? It's common knowledge that smartphones and tablets are fast becoming an everyday part of Vietnamese lives. But what's more interesting is that the consumers of the content on these household devices are largely children. So that sparked off a little brainwave. Why don't we integrate smartphones and tablets into whatever we're already doing?
So we
And
created
while
an
we're at it,
augmented
continue
reality
telling the brand
world
story
in
of
which
Dutch Lady
they
and
can
its
collect the
Dutch
farm
heritage.
animals and,
Introducing the Flying Farm,
the
an
oldies.
augmented reality
Flying
app
farm
that elevates
items.
unpacked toy collection
Make
to
it very
a whole new
exciting.
level.
But to
And
play,
gives
you
them a
gotta
virtual
you gotta buy
experience into the world of Dutch Lady.
several packs of milk.
By
So
scanning the Dutch Lady milk pack, they
what
were
happens
instantly
is
transported to a
these households
virtual
in
Dutch
Vietnam end up
farmland
with
their
a bunch of
host,
milk
a
that they
friendly
stock
Dutch
for
farm boy called Matt and his sidekick Bella the cow.
that they don't drink,
Kids can
right away.
interact with Matt in many
But they get to
different
play.
ways, like taking selfies with him.
Commercial
And
objective.
the best part, they could scan the
Solve.
unpacked flying farm planes that Matt would hop onto, riding them all around the farmland. Kids could unlock more characters by collecting and scanning all 30 flying farm toys. We had therefore managed to add a fun new layer of interactivity and engagement to an existing mundane activity of merely collecting toys, and the results speak for themselves.
Yeah. So this is the age of collecting things, offline real items for online items. We've come a long way from the
Wow,
age when
goodness,
we
of Dutch
collect
Lady milk
these different
ensures
things
great health for
out of the
children.
cereal
This
box.
mobile
So this is
innovation
the
gave
next
a
big thing.
compelling reason for kids to ask Dutch Lady,
Attraction and social
and went
media.
a long way in ensuring the health of the brand.
So we also got the recognition from Silicon Valley for Augie Awards. Oh, let's have a. That's really exciting because we're, Indonesian company. We're able to do a lot of things abroad, and we also won some awards. And it could be, hopefully, it can be a good example for when we do presentations in universities. We talk to startups. Just do these things that matter. We export creativity, not natural resource. All right, so we see political use, we see commercial use. Let's go with educational. Why? Because it's the right thing to do, right? This is in Spain. It's Saldana. Saldana is it's like Gramedia. It's a publishing company. The sale of encyclopedia went down because everybody's obviously online and on digital things. So we augmented the encyclopedia with some games and some moving things. So it's not just static. This is actually not a new project, but it's still very relevant. It's the Instagram logo is still the old one. So this was done in 2012, I believe. And we've done not just this, but for human anatomy, even the Bible. The Bible in Espanol, we also augment. So. And the content, of course, because it can be easily updated. Same book, same encyclopedia, new content can be done at any point. If there's a brand that decides to put an ad in it, maybe a dinosaur walking around and there's like a Christian flag, sure, we can put it in because this is that kind of world. All right, let's move on. I'm sure you get the idea. See, gamification, it's kind of fun. So this is something that we're actually doing in Malta. For a historical site, so we can go into old building and see what kind of activities the Knights Templars and Hospitallers back from the 15th century were doing in the oldest hospital in the world. Let's show some art. Anybody into arts? Sure. All right. We all love arts. This is an application we did in Museum Seni Rupa for a famous painting. Again, trying to get interest from people who are digital native into the augmented world, digital world. the painting itself is a marker for augmented reality, and it's animated. What's interesting, what I like about this project is that, turn the volume down a little bit. What I like about this project is that it also allows our programmers, our designers to recreate that artwork, of course with the approval of the estate of the artist, to create that animation, because it's obviously it's not the painter's work, but it's a version of the painter's work. All right, I think we got one more. Did? All right. Now, you've seen what the tabs can do. I just want to show you one more video. This video is for an AR painting that we've done. We also, this is not the only one that we've done, but in the Jakarta art stage, the recent one, we did something with a different painting. This is using HoloLens.
Very excited to have my first AR feature in my painting, in my work, and also the only one in art stage. It engaged a lot of interest, especially to the young kids, to the fans. Yeah, very good.
All right, let's move on then. So that's also another artistic application. All right, let's go back to commercial and how it can empower people using augmented reality and virtual reality. I want to show you this because this is a concept that we also presented. This is not a concept, by the way. It's something that we've already done with Alpha Group, Alpha Mart, and we just signed a deal with Telkom IndiHome. So basically, what we're going to see here will be available in all homes that have IndiHome cable service. Let's skip to Alpha Mind. This is really interesting because we presented this to Papua New Guinea, to the local franchise there, and they're really interested in doing something like that there because it will.
Have you ever dreamt of having your own business and
there.
become a successful entrepreneur? Introducing Alpha Mind, the first 3D virtual retail store network in the world. Powered by MindStore's 3D AR/VR commerce technologies, Alpha Mind delivers a unique shopping experience that immerses shoppers into a virtual yet familiar shopping experience. How? Once registration is complete, you will receive an Alpha Mind store owner card. Upon activation, you can then start operating
Everybody can become a store owner.
unique Alpha Mind virtual
You can be a store owner, you
via
can be a store owner.
smartphone or tablet. Invite all
And you
your
have a stock
customers to
without
visit
actually
and
having
shop
storage in
your
your
virtual
home.
store.
Imagine
Once
that.
transaction has been made, your customer's order will then be delivered to them directly nationwide. You don't have to deal with operational matters like logistic, employees, warehouse, finance, and so on ever. Easy, right? Many can start their own business. Now they have more incomes to support the family. So small investment to be a store owner. By empowering women in emerging markets, this is about investing the future of an often ignored and overlooked population. Alpha Mind was awarded by the Muri as the first 3D virtual store network in the world and has already earned worldwide media publication.
All right, so I'm almost out of time. But that was just an application of how this technology can be used to empower, and we have really supportive partners. We have Alpha Mart Group that's behind it. Again, also we're working together with Telkom Group, with Telkom IndiHome. So that feature can be used in any home that uses that service. So everybody can be as shop owners, and these are other projects. Just recently, we just had an event also, Disrupto, in Plaza Indonesia. That's also us. just to wrap it up, I'm not going to show you another video, but we're proud to say that we're going to be supporting Indonesia and Pavilion Indonesia in World Economic Forum in January. So let's see. Wish us luck. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Yasha.